EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. This against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there by Gordon. 48 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
It's the score. Chargers 7, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Check three. Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
21.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plays.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have. 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan and the offense with a first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw again is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Tuesday, ready to go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's third down.
Ready. 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Again, Ryan. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go.
And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole.
54, south. 61, matchbox lights.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 5-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second and inches, Ryan, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Gordon, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Rivers is going to stay out there. Intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, express! Get up!
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Watch out, watch out.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check, 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 check. Hey, 79! 79! Go, go!
On 1st and 10, Rivers going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Zero. 45.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break. Separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. He'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
103-pound, 132 fighter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check.
Check that.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing again, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 26 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Any weapon.
Check 4.
Red Delta. White 89.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Easy.
Alert 3.
General West.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And an alley. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 57 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run now for the game.
And I love I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on this game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down. Jim.
Hey, Tuesday.
X3, 218, chopper.
58 to Mike.
Better bring.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Hey, free players. Let him go.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 79.
Pilot, 64, Rick.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Tighten up.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's get off the field. Kill.
White.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves
Let's
along?
go Falcons.
First seems just as good here in the
Someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Watch the pass. 52.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Pick the edge. Go. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
That's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action.